Hi, I'm Amber,
I'm Melissa.
and you're listening to the AM Podcast. This week, we give our thoughts on Baekhyun's new EP, Bambi. We're going to start out with some of our favorite songs. So, Melissa, what songs were your favorite?
Well, Amber, I think I really liked all of the songs, but there were a few. So I picked out 3 that were really like my top songs on this album. Well, I guess really it's like an EP. Sorry, EP. But so I guess I'll just go through them. So the first song that I really liked Bambi. So I understand, and he says this in the song that it's basically like night and rain. So I guess I'm figuring that the title is a play on that, but I was also kind of confused because there's also references to Disney throughout the song where he talks about like Neverland and Tinkerbell, and so I'm like, okay, so is it like Bambi too? So I'm just wondering, I wonder if it's really Bambi, like the night rain, but it's also Bambi, like the Disney, I think it was a deer. So that was a little confusing to me. I feel like the night rain part, I think, made more sense to me. But anyway, so that part was a little confusing, but it was still a good song. Overall, I really liked the chorus. The chorus was very smooth, and I thought it was really interesting how each Bambi that he sang sounded different. And I was like, wow, like such a simple like word, but he was able to make it like he was able to do like different versions of it, sort of. I don't know if that's the right word, but anyways, it sounded, each one of them sound different. I was like, wow, that's interesting. And overall, I just thought his runs in this song, his runs on this whole EP, honestly, were just crazy. But his runs on that song were really good too, and it was very R&B influenced, you could tell. Yeah, so that's the first song that I liked. The second song that I really liked was All I Got. The way he started this song was just, he just came at it straight out the gate. Like, I was just like, it was like, Baekhyun. He said his, like, anyways, it was just, sorry, when I first heard the song, I was just like, oh my God, like, why would he ever start this song this way? Like, why would he ever just come out here, like, flexing on this music industry like that? It was so good. And overall, I just thought it was a really nice, like, love song. All of the songs actually had some sort of element of love to it. So I'm guessing that was, like, the theme of this EP. But I really love the song because you could really feel, like, the yearning in it. And, yeah, that was a good song. Okay, and then I guess my third song that I really liked was Cry for Love. I kind of like the beat because it felt kind of hoppy to me. I don't know if that was the right word when I was like writing my notes. I was like, hoppy? Because it's got a bit of a bounce to it. Maybe I guess that's what I meant. It's got a bit of a bounce to it. And I really like this song. I already said that. But I felt like this song was also about love, but clearly like more of a breakup type of love. And I was trying to understand, well, I guess from the lyrics, it seemed like it was more so about him realizing that the relationship is over. Like it seemed like it was more so about the other person leaving and not about like him like wanting to leave. I don't know, because he's saying, he's crying for love. Like, why would you cry for love if you're the one who wants to leave the relationship? But maybe that's how I kind of interpreted the lyrics. And again with the runs, one of the last times he says cry for love, there's like this run that he does towards the end, and it's just so good. It was just so good. This is just a top tier like EP. But anyways, those are the songs that I liked, and those were, I guess, some of the characteristics of each of the songs that I liked or what I liked about it. But anyways, okay, what about you?
I don't know where to start. I did want to talk about I want to say Bambi. I keep want to say Bambi, but it's Bambi. I wanted to say you mentioned the whole Disney reference, and that was one of my like favorite things in the song. In the song was like his little reference to like Peter Pan,
Mm-hmm.
and like my favorite line from that is like Neverland when time has stopped, and I thought that was like so cute because it's like
Mm.
Neverland, like you never grow up there, and so like everything just stays. And then it's like he mentions Tinkerbell, and like Tinkerbell is like Peter Pan's best friend, and and she's always like there to help him and guide him, whatever. And so I thought that was really cute because like this is like at the beginning of the album where like the love is somewhat still fresh, in my
Oh.
opinion. So I was like, yeah, that's cute. He real in love in this song. So that's my little note about Bambi. Wasn't one of my favorite, but it was in like the top. Well, I guess I like the whole EP. I'm gonna be honest with you. Anyway, um, for I said that "Cry for Love" is one of my favorites too. I do agree. It's break up all the way. Um, I do like how at the beginning you were talking about how like like he hasn't wait were you saying he hasn't gotten over the love yet?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
At least that's how I interpreted it.
okay, yeah. So I agree with that partly just because just because in the beginning of the song I feel like he was like having trouble getting over it, but like at the end while you were talking I had to go look it up because I wasn't sure if it was the right song I was thinking about, but it was. Because at the end he says I cry in love, I cry in love, and then it switches up and he says I used to be so in love, I used to be in love. So that part kind of made me feel like he's
Mm.
finally like gotten over it, or he's come to accept what has occurred in their
Uh,
relationship. Um, so yeah, that wasn't part of my notes, but I just wanted to bring that up. Then also Melissa, I have so much to say now. Um, you were talking about how you felt like the beat was hoppy. Like I get it, but it's like a sad song, and I was
yeah.
wondering if like the beat is supposed to like express like this uneasiness of like breaking up, where it's just like you think of memories and maybe you're happy, and but then like you kind of have like highs and lows because like some days you're cool, some days you're not because you missed the person, and then it just seems like he was going through it in the song. So maybe that was supposed to
Mm.
like help express it a little bit. I could be
Ah.
stretching, but that's just maybe what I was thinking.
Oh, yeah, it sounds like a little bit of a stretch, but I can see the correlation because, like, when you bounce, and like when balls,
You got to say when balls bounce, they go up and down, up and down.
yes, yes, that's what I was going to say, but it sounded, anyways.
I see where you were going.
But yeah, like up and down and up and down. Yeah,
Yeah.
I could see that like his emotions were going up and down, and like
Mm-hmm.
he was in love, and then towards the end, he's like, you know what? I used to be in love, but I'm not anymore. I could see that, Amber. I could see that.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
That's what I was thinking when you were talking about it.
Okay. Okay.
So back oh, I had one more song. Wow, I didn't even talk about the second song though. Like I was so wrapped up in what you were saying because you just brought up so many thoughts. Um
Oh.
my other favorite song was Love Scene. I think this song is so smooth, and it's the intro song, and so loved it. Baekhyun's voice come in, and you're just like, ooh,
Mm-hmm.
yes, serenade me, yes. And then all of a sudden, this guitar comes in, and you're just like, oh, that's how we're doing it right now. Okay. And so I really love that. But what I liked a lot was that the lyrics described a love scene, like literally like I guess like the perfect love scene kind of. And so I think that's cool that they named the song Love Scene. It kind of all went together. Um yeah, and I think just everything works for this song. The lyrics, his voice, the music, like it all just complements each other really well, which I think okay. I was about to go in four different thoughts right there. But yes, so I think they all complement each other. And then my other thought was that I think it's interesting that it opened with the love scene, but closed like a happy love scene, and then closed with him breaking up with the girl. So yeah, so this is like a whole story. Okay, I'm done.
Was Cry for Love the last song on the album?
I
The
thought
EP?
so. Am I wrong?
I don't. I don't know.
Am I wrong?
I don't think. I mean,
Yeah,
it's definitely one of the last songs. Okay,
it's
it
the
is.
very last song.
Okay, that's very interesting. Wow, it's like a whole journey.
Yeah. Okay. Also,
Interesting.
this wasn't one of my other favorite songs, but I remember when I was reading Privacy lyrics, like okay, there's a song called Privacy, and in the lyrics, he was like, I'm. He was like, I'm your man, or everybody. Let me go look it up real quick. Hold on. He was like, I just want to be your lover. I'm not the me that everyone knows. I'm only your man, your privacy. And I was
Oh,
like, oh, okay.
but this concept is not new to Baekhyun. Okay, this is not new to him because he had another song on one of his previous, I think on the Japanese album, which you're not really gonna. This isn't about his most recent one, but he had a song called Drown, and from what I recall, the lyrics were pretty much like on that same in that same like kind of scope, I guess. So, and he's a grown man. I mean,
yeah, but it's just like crazy. Like he was like, girl, don't worry about the show me, the one that everybody knows me as. Don't I'm yours. I'm personally all yours. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. That's all I had to add. Did you have anything else to say?
I don't think so.
Okay.
All of the songs were just really good. And yeah, I don't have anything more.
Okay. So moving on. Bambi had a music video, and so we're gonna talk about the music video. Melissa, what did you think?
Overall, it was just very smooth. It's interesting. When I first saw it, I saw I was looking at the comments, and I saw a lot of people like referencing like Michael Jackson. And honestly, when I watched it, I didn't even think about Michael Jackson at all. I don't know why. But because after looking at it again, I was like, yeah, I guess it did give me like Smooth Criminal vibes, I guess. But I don't know. But it was definitely R&B influenced. The moves and everything. The choreo was really good. The transitions were really good too. And there was this one part in the music video where he first starts dancing with the two women in the back. I think they're in like some, I don't know, a tunnel or in the middle of a street or something. Anyways, and there's like in part of it, he like does like some sort of body roll and transitions back into the train and then transitions back into the street. I was like, wow. Anyways, I mean, overall, I love the choreo was really good, and I loved how I don't know, I just liked how the choreo kind of juxtaposed with like the smoothness of the song. But yeah, I shouldn't have too much to say about it. I was a little okay. I will say, well, I guess to add on, I was a little confused about the intro because I think there's something about a quarter, and he like flipped the quarter or dropped the quarter or something, and then he went to like pick it up in the train. I mean, on the train tracks, and so I wasn't sure. But then like for the majority of the video, he was on the train. So I mean, I don't know. The intro was a little. I was trying to understand the intro, but I mean, other than that, I thought it was a good video. Yeah. What about you?
I just want to say I'm a little shocked you said nothing about his mullet, but okay.
Oh, honestly, because I think the mullet he had in Coco Bob was better than this one. It didn't really like. I was like, okay, cute, I guess. But the one in Coco Bob was a look. Okay, we're not talking about Coco Bob. I'm sorry. I'm just going through all of their eras. This episode is about his new EP.
Oh, I'm sorry. I threw you off there. I was just shocked. So I don't know. When I was watching, I was like, "Oh, I bet Melissa's like, oh my god, I love his hair." But you said nothing. I was like, "Oh, okay." I agree with you about the music video. I was also confused about the intro with the coin. And I was sitting here thinking like, okay, I also thought that this music video had like full Michael Jackson vibes.
Really?
Yeah, right from the I think it was the part where he was like on the he's always on the train for most of this video, but like the beginning part really, where it was just like him and he was doing his thing with the guitar. You know how the guitar in the beginning was playing? You guys got to watch it. I don't know if I can explain this properly, but in the beginning, the song opens up with the guitar and he was like moving with the guitar. And I was like, ooh, that was one of my favorite choreo parts too.
Oh, you mean I was like there was a guitar in the video?
No.
You
I meant like the
song?
music.
I know what you're talking about.
The
I was
music.
sitting here like, but there was a guitar in the video. What are you talking about? Because you always see things that I don't see, and I was like, man, I missed him with the guitar. Anyways, I'm sorry.
No, he didn't have a guitar. I was just talking about the music.
yeah, that was a good part too. Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
go ahead.
but I don't know. The whole thing gave me the vibes, and I don't know if it was also because he also had the hat. I don't know, but I was also wondering, sitting here, I haven't watched the Smooth Criminal music video in a while, and I was wondering, did that have like some coin flip in the beginning? Was he like trying to pull from that?
Huh. I don't remember. Honestly, I know there was an intro.
Okay.
To Smooth Criminal. I can't remember.
Okay.
I thought it was started. I just thought it just started with him. I know it's like them dancing like a restaurant or in a restaurant or something, and there's like tables or something, but I can't remember the intro.
I can't either. Was he gambling? Okay, look, this is not about Michael Jackson. Okay, I'm a really back. I'm gonna stop asking questions I don't know nothing about.
Okay.
What else do I have to say? Oh, I would say my favorite part of the choreo was the second chorus where he was dancing with the women. I don't know. There was just something, for lack of a better word, there was something sexy about that. Like, because like in the beginning, he was dancing with the guys, and I was like, okay, I get it. But like with the women, there was just something like a little spice thrown in there. I was like, ooh, I see you. Okay.
I agree. I'll say what I was gonna say when you're done. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say I agree because like it's almost like because I get the same vibes like when Taemin dances with women. I don't know what it is. It's just like I don't know. I know what you're saying though. I can't put it into words, but I know what you're saying.
Yeah, maybe it's just because like we don't see K-pop like artists cross genders. Like most of the time they're dancing. Like if they're a guy idol or whatever, they're dancing with guys. If they're a girl, they're dancing with girls. Like you don't really see a lot of cross gender backup dancers. So
doing the same, and you don't see them doing it like the same like movements. Like usually, if there is someone of the opposite sex, as part of the choreo, they're like in that typical like female role, or they're in that typical like male role. But it's so interesting when the idols and the backup dancers are different genders and they're doing the same moves. And I don't know. It's just, it's yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
okay.
I love it.
It's like they're on the same level, kind of.
Yeah. I don't know, but I was watching it and it added something. I was like, ooh. I will say the other thing is I didn't understand the intro, but I also didn't understand the video concept. Is it bad to say? Because like, it's about like, he's talking about a girl and what is it? Like rain, like night rain and all that. And I'm just confused where the girl is. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, there wasn't like a real like main person.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Clearly,
I was trying to think about it with you.
Well, if somebody knows, please let us know because we a little lost on that part. But it was still a good music video.
It's a good music video, but we don't know what was going on.
Yeah, no. But sometimes music videos are like that. Like they'll have nothing to do with the lyrics, and they just went on their own creative way with the music video. But I will say it was smooth.
And maybe he purposefully didn't have like a lead like woman don't know why. But maybe that was on purpose, and maybe it's like supposed to be up to your imagination.
Okay. I
Okay,
can see
anyways.
that. I can see that.
I don't know. I'm reaching.
I mean, that's the whole point of this, to kind of, talk it out, try to figure it out,
Yeah, I just like this. I just like the choreo in the song.
Mm-hmm.
And the rain did make sense because in the lyrics he did talk about like night rain, and it was dark for the majority of the music video, and there was rain, so that part did make sense.
I just feel like no, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. Um, I can't say it on here. I'm gonna just say it. I feel like maybe if he wasn't like, I don't know, you know how like in like K-pop artists supposed to be like slightly clean, but I feel like if he wasn't one of those like, I would say like mainstream K-pop artists, I wonder if it would be like a sexier video. Like maybe he would have like a girl in a room or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Maybe. I mean, those birals was. I was like, oh, I didn't know he could roll like that. What is he doing? What is going on? Anyway,
he was rolling,
so,
girl.
anyways, yeah, maybe you're right.
I don't know. I don't know why I said that, but it was just a thought. Do you have anything else to say about the music video?
I don't think so.
Okay, so I kind of feel like we kind of answered this a little bit, but let's keep going. What are some of your overall thoughts?
Well, overall, I think in general, I thought this was a really good EP. His voice is literally butter. Like that's the first thing. One thing I thought. Um, just listening to the whole EP. I love that he does like R&B type music. I love that he's chosen this lane because he's so talented. Um, and I kind of wish. Well, I don't know, because he did do. I kind of wish he did another Beyond Live after this album came out. But I was also thinking maybe he just wouldn't have had enough time to prepare and whatever. He did one in January, but I didn't really watch that one. And from what I saw with the set list, it looked like. I mean, yeah, he did like Candy from his second EP, I think. And he did like some of his solo songs, but he also did some EXO songs. But I don't know. I wish like this, like after this album would have been a good time to do a Beyond Live. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Or maybe I just really want to see Bambi performed live. I don't know.
I think you want to see those body rolls live. That's what you wanted to see.
Anyways, on another side note though, I did watch a little bit of his V Live when the EP came out, and I was just amazed because he was just sitting there. He was just sitting there like eating strawberries and just like real casual, just busting out all these high notes, like singing all of the songs from his EP. I was like, how? Like how? But I guess that's the results of years of training and years of experience from being in the industry too. But he's just so talented, and I'm just gonna miss him, and gonna miss him. I guess those are my overall thoughts.
I agree. His voice is like butter. I like how? Like he's just so good. Like you hear it, like sometimes I'm just sitting here, like, okay, when I was listening to this album, like I was just like sitting here, and when the songs came on, I was just shocked every time. But it was like I already knew what his voice sounded like, and I know what he can do, but it's just like I don't know. It's just like, oh my god, woo! You just hit me out of nowhere with that note, boy. Like you don't know, and that's like crazy. That's one thing that I love artists like that. That like no matter how many times you hear them, you're always surprised by their voice just because they're that good. So yeah. So I just want to say that I agree. The voice is amazing. I already mentioned that I like the way the album was laid out, like a little story. Even though it ended sadly, but it's still a story. I think this album was great, and I think it's a nice gift to leave the fans before he goes to military. I think he's going in next month, right?
Yeah, I think he said April.
It is April. So he's going in this month?
Is it this month?
It's April 4th right now, so yeah, I don't know. But I do think it's a nice gift to leave, and it's a great one. The album didn't, disappoint. So, but you said, you found out?
Yeah, May 6th.
May 6th. Okay, so literally next month. Okay. Well, we at least still got some time. You never know. He might, throw out a few live performances. He may throw in a Beyond live. You never know. Fingers crossed.
I hope so. I'm just so mad that he dropped this amazing EP. Like, he could have put out something lackluster and be like, okay, see y'all. He put out this amazing EP, and then now he has to go. Like, it's unfair.
If you're gonna really go out strong, Like, who wants to be remembered for that, Melissa? Be like, ugh, he just last attempt to, remain relevant, just threw out something that just for the fans. But this one, you're like, oh, I'm gonna remember you, all right. For the next 2 years, you will not be forgotten. You will not be forgotten.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I guess that was his point, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. Like, maybe it's just like the training, I don't know, you can definitely see like the difference between someone that's only been in the industry for a little bit and someone that's been in it for a long time. Like, there's just a level of perfection that has come from this man. So
like, it's like almost effortless. And like, I think I mean, like, I knew he could sing, but like, I think the runs was what really stood out for me. Like, I didn't know he could run like that. And maybe I just never really paid attention to him, like, singularly in EXO, because normally I listen to like EXO songs. I'm listening to the whole song, and I've never really picked out, okay, besides like maybe Dio, because honestly, Dio was the one I felt like who did a lot of the runs and in EXO songs, at least the ones that I've heard. And so I didn't know he could do all that. And so in this album, he just went all out, and I'm here for it.
The high notes, woo.
Those high notes are crazy.
But that's all I have to say about the album, or my overall thoughts.
Okay, great. And so, so we have come to the end of today's episode. Please let us know what you thought about Baekhyun's new EP. What songs were your favorite? Let us know on Instagram and Twitter at @the_AM podcast. The links are in the description. Also, if you like this episode and want to hear more, subscribe to the podcast. Thank you for listening. Continue to stay safe, and we will talk to you next week.